Okay, as I know right now, there are no videos about how to get into a Tokyo Marui MP7A1 Gearbox. It's probably because there's not many upgrades for it, but I'm sure someone needs to get inside there to, like, put some shims or bushings or something. So I'm just going to make a quick video about how to, get inside, then put it back together. Okay, first what you want to do is carefully take out the 4 screws. One here, one here, one here, and one here. And you're supposed to use a star key screwdriver thing, but I'm just going to use a regular Phillips head. Okay, once you have this done, then you're ready to open the gearbox. But first off, let me just say that there should be an air nozzle here, but mine, I don't know what happened to it, it's just gone. It didn't happen today, it happened like 3 or 4 months ago. So, yeah, I don't have that. That's why my MP7 doesn't work. It's one of the ongoing problems along with the electrical problem that I have with the body itself, not with the gearbox. But, okay, now what you're going to do is open the gearbox up. So I'll just try and get this thing open as best as possible. Just try and hold this down. Okay, there should be a hole in the top where you can push on the piston and slowly try and release the spring. There. Okay, let's move the parts. We got our spring guide. It's plastic. It's regular. Got a spring. It's actually really strong. Then we got our piston, cylinder, and cylinder head. Okay, now we're going to get to the gears. Now this isn't the best camera, but okay. So, and I don't really know these gears because they're not the same gears as are in like version 2 mech boxes and stuff. So there's this gear, the one on the top and the middle. It's like this, has stuff on the top and stuff on the bottom, or on the, just below it, right there. There should be a washer or a shim on there, and I don't have one down there, but just make sure if there's any stuff in here, just kind of try and clean it out. Okay, and make sure if you have a washer or bushings, some of mine are missing. I'm going to have to fix that problem too. There's a lot of problems with this gun, that I have at least. So make sure you pay attention to all the shims and bushings and stuff, and you make sure you know where they are. Okay, and then we're going to take out this gear. Just have, to be kind of the biggest one pretty much, has 4 levels of threads. Okay, make sure you get the bushings from that one. We got this. This one has a bigger thread right there and a smaller thread up there. It's only 2 threads. Okay, then we have the anti-reversal latch. I mean. I have this one. Just have a spring on it. Make sure you don't lose that thing. Spring, I mean. Okay, now we have the motor right here. Just kind of shimmy this thing off. You can rotate the motor until it's loose enough to just come off. Make sure you don't undo the wires or anything. Okay. Down. Now you should be able to very carefully lift up on this side, right here, this up, and then pull it towards this way. Just take it out. And the motor's pretty basic. It has this thing right here. Keep it right there. Okay, then you have this. This is the rest of it. And you have this gear which attaches to the motor, and it also has these which hook onto the anti-reversal latch. And then that's basically, oh, here, and a tip plate. Oops. And that's it. Very standard gearbox, even though there's actually kind of complicated. And you can see mine's kind of dirty. Had this for ever since it came out. I had like the first day it came out. So now I'm going to show you how to put it back together and how to time the gears and everything. Okay, first what you want to do, and this is a long video, so there might be a part 2. Okay, so you want to put, there should be a small indent right here. See this? This long thing. Just fit that inside there. See that? Okay, and then what you want to do is put the tail plate. There. Now put in this gear. Make sure all the shim is in place for that gear. Put it in. Okay, now we have this gear input. Make sure the shim is still on there. Okay, now the motor. And it should have this silver thing right here. Just make sure it's on there. It doesn't need to be on a particular way, just make sure it's on there. Okay, put the red wire on the other side of the gearbox. Keep the black wire facing you. Then just kind of make it, there you go. So we fit it right on here. Make sure the motor gear is touching this gear. Visually inspect that. Just watch resistance. Make sure the black wire is facing you. The next step, anti-reversal latch. I hate this thing so much. The springs always break, and they're delicate, but they're essential. So what we want to do is put this under this gear and slide it into this hole really carefully. I'll try and do this on camera. Just kind of. Yep. Okay, visually inspect that the latch is on this side, and then it's coming over this, and then what you're going to do to time it is to push back to turn this gear clockwise until it gets stuck on the anti-reversal latch. And you just turn that, and then once that's done, then you're ready to move on to the next step. Okay, so now what we're going to do is get this gear, make sure all the shims and bushings that you had are on, and put it right here. Okay, there's no timing need for that, so make sure you don't move this gear. That's what it looks like so far. Make sure the bushings and stuff, shims, are on there. Okay, now this is the most important gear. Okay, it's the biggest too. It has the most threads. Okay, so what we're going to do is put it on here, put it in this hole as close to the motor, or other than the one that's touching the motor, but still, you know where it goes. Okay, make sure the bushings on there, shims. Okay, what we want to do is rotate it counterclockwise until it hits this thing, and that actually goes onto the gearbox into here. And then to make sure that it's in the right place, just push this and the gear should move. Watch. See? So, you'll know you'll have it right if you push that and it moves, but keep it as close as you can to that thing. Okay, this is the last gear. This connects this gear to these gears. So you're just going to want to make sure you don't move all the other stuff. Make sure you have your shims and bushings. And then just carefully there. Just put that on there. Make sure that it's still, everything's still in place. Make sure the anti-reversal latch is in place. Okay, so you